All right, there we are. We are live.
Alrighty.
All right, so with us this week is the illustrious PJ. Oh, the co. Oh, PJ's mic is off.
Gotta
And
take
the ever,
his mic
dude,
off.
I don't know. I don't know. He just doesn't want to talk to us this week. and the ever popular Dwild.
Always.
How you doing today, D?
Awesome, brother. Awesome, man. Awesome.
I have a question for you once we get to the third section.
Alright, bet. Alright.
PJ, are you coming back today or?
Looks like he's trying to figure it out.
I'm trying.
There you go.
All right. Welcome back, PJ. PJ.
Okay. That was weird. Hello. Yes.
You're catching up, but you're still choppy.
Yeah. Oh
so
boy.
Hopefully you can hear me. But
That's
here we
always
go.
fun.
Yeah, it is. It's a great thing. It's a wonderful thing. All right. So, first topic of the day is the Harmony Montgomery case. I did some research, and it turns out that the investigators have been able to narrow down the timeline of her disappearance to somewhere between November 28th of 2019 and December 10th of 2019. She was last seen living in one of two cars that the dad had. One was a 2010 silver Chrysler Sebring, and the other one was a 2006 blue Audi S4. Both cars are now in police custody. Like they have both the cars, but they said they had to go through quite a bit of red tape to get the cars because they were already sold to someone else. But it is, yo.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Hold on.
It turns out that things have gotten so complicated that it's not only the FBI, the Manchester, and the Massachusetts police, but now the Center for Missing and Exploited Children is now working with the investigators and the police on the case to put it more out there to reach a broader audience. The Manchester police refused to let Harmony's case fade away. The posters, billboards, gas station TVs, they're all being used to keep the case in the public eye. So you go to a gas station, you're going to see her. You drive down the road, you're going to see her. You know, there's posters everywhere.
Okay.
And the graphic that you guys are looking at right now.
Yeah.
All right, that's the number for the tip line, and it's been guaranteed. You can call in anonymously if you want. And if you have any information about that timeline, November 29th, 2019 to December 10th, 2019, as to any information about Harmony, call that number and get it to the investigators as soon as possible. And PJ left me.
Well, I'm here. It
Well,
said
that's good.
Assume she's still alive.
Well,
Warehouse
yeah.
has reached $104,000.
No.
I'm still here.
It's been.
I'm still here.
I got you. It's been increased. It's now
Yeah,
150,000. And they don't. And that reward is not for the safe return. It is for any information leading to where she is, whether alive or not.
Okay.
So if anybody has information and they want to, and they're afraid of any repercussions, call the number anonymously, give them what you got, and let them go from there. Now, I want y'all to look at a picture of this girl
Mm-hmm.
because this is one of the things that tugs at your heartstrings. Look at this. This is the girl that went missing and was missing for 2 years and nobody reported it.
Mm.
Wow.
How could you how as a parent or as a person could you let that happen? I don't understand people sometimes. I really don't. But we just want to make sure that everyone's still aware and
Right.
that she's not forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. She needs
I
to be
hope they
found.
find her. Hope
Okay,
it's not like
D.
Casey Anthony, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, well see that's what I'm worried about is that somehow as time goes by, even another 3 or 4 weeks, people are going to start to go, oh, we're tired of hearing about this, or this is old news. But it's not old news to the mom who lost her, who has no idea where her child is.
Right,
To,
exactly.
to the uncle who
Right.
fears the worst for that kid. It's not old news for them. We can't let it be old news for us.
True.
So we're doing our part, and I hope everybody else does theirs. D.
Yep.
Last week we left off with you coming back to school us a little bit on PCs. Now, I did have a question about the PC thing. I was wondering if you could tell me the cost benefit of building your own gaming PC as opposed to buying a stock gaming PC.
Like the cost?
Yeah. Over the long run.
Long run. Okay. Well, this is the whole thing about this. With the building your own PC, it's pros and cons with everything. Like the pros is anything goes wrong with this PC, I'm pretty much responsible for it. So I have to keep up with warranties, I have to keep up with maintenance on it. But I know what I put in it. I know what's on it. There's no extra garbage or anything. Like anything that you see on this sucker, I did. So I bought the case, bought the motherboard, bought the graphics card, bought the power supply, bought the fans and everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this is all it was all on me. So you know what I'm saying? And it's all been pieced together. I've been pretty much what I didn't put together and what I think needs to be done with it. But in the long run, was it expensive? Yes, very expensive. I want to say you look at your user case, you look at what you really need, and it's kind of sad because I remember when I built my first PC, but like I was saying from last episode we had, I had to play PS4 still. My other
Right.
PC, it was basically a bare minimum to play like old MMOs. It played maybe one or two, couple maybe indie games. You know what I'm saying? But I was using like a TV at the time. I wasn't even using a dedicated monitor as you see right here, because I have two of these right here. These are two 32 inches mounts right here. And so, did I see the difference? I saw a big difference, especially from my very, very first one from a year ago that I built up. I think I spent about 16 to 1800 on that, and that one it got me by. But I looked at the long run, and this is the messed up part about it is just that you look at your user case and what you go on long runs. I know I might want to play a AAA game now here and there, but with my 3060 Ti, my very first graphic card I bought, it's in my other PC now. I wasn't even gonna attempt to try to play Cyberpunk, not because of the bugs or anything. It was just because the playing style of it. It was still demanded, still on 1080p. It still was a demanding title. I think I was only running 6 cores. I only had like 16 gigs of RAM. It was like the bare minimum. So I wasn't even gonna try it because I was playing other games before that, like Borderlands 3, Village, Resident Evil Village, and I said Resident Evil. There's one more other game I was playing that was kind of new. Godfall. Godfall had just fall out, and I was playing it on that, and it would do little hiccups here and there. It does little hiccups now, but I think it's mostly because of the 1080p. It's
Oh,
trying to keep up. So
now
that's
if I didn't know anything about that, but I wanted to switch from PS4 to PC Play,
mhm.
would you recommend going out and buying a stock PC for gaming or having my own made?
Well, I would say
For
get
my
stock.
first time.
The first time get stock because one compared to 10 years ago or even 15 years ago, it's a lot better. Um, every everyone you go to, like I wouldn't say like go to like Best Buy or look it up on Amazon and anything like that because it's gonna be high and it's not gonna really if you don't know nothing about the computer, it's not gonna really tell you what you need and what you're trying to do. Um, and then you look at like sites like Dell and stuff like that. Not saying they're bad sites, but it's like that's if you really, really, really want a PC really, really bad, go with that. But your price point, if you're trying to play like top tier games at like medium settings, not like all high settings, like your price range is going to be looking at like 15 to 2000 anyway. So you might as well go to a site like that. Try to make it on yourself. Try to make it yourself. You're gonna look at spending about probably $800 more. So save some
And
money in your pocket. Get
what's
stock.
what's the standard price for a stock uh, gaming PC?
15 and up.
Whew.
Okay, and the standard price
Ow.
for one that you put together yourself?
Put together yourself is gonna be about 2,000 and up because you're not gonna get no discounts or anything. Because of mining was so popular last year, all these companies had like basically they caught on to like most people buying they'll buy a PC and they only wanted to put a graphics card. It had like a 3070, 3080, 3060.
When you say mining, you're talking about
That
crypto.
hash mining. Yeah, crypto mining. Yeah. People
Yeah.
was using it for that. So it came kind of a double-edged sword there. If you really need the PC, you was gonna have to pay a lot, and you mostly paying a lot for your graphics card. CPU, somewhat, but mostly your graphics card.
So
But
that's the most important piece right now is the graphics cards.
because that's gonna it depends on what CPU you go for. If it don't have integrated graphics, like if you go with AMD right now, the newest ones on it's only two of them. It's only two CPUs that has dedicated graphics that you could use a 5600G, 5700G. That's even worth buying. This probably more, but them like the only two that's really new that's kind of worth buying. And the caveat with them is if you don't have graphics card, they'll work, but automatically it's gonna take up 2 gigs of your RAM. So it's really crazy, man. It's really crazy. So it's like I would tell anybody if
Now I remember when AMD used to be, right up there with Intel as the top of the line processors. Is that
they,
still true?
yeah, it really what happened was Intel was in the game for so long. Intel was in the game for so long they got complacent because it was like so many people remember using Intel. Like everybody remember using Intel. AMD has such a rough ground to come from because they basically took over another company and it was going from there. So they was basically starting from the ground up. So they didn't really like I think like get up there like that was like saying yeah AMD is like the deal to mess with until like they 1000 series, and that's because if you ever try, like I said, if y'all don't know nothing about computers or you know anything about computers or a little bit stuff about computers, if you ever go and you look at Intel SKUs, it's gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack because it's gonna be so many numbers, so many stuff coming at you that you're not. It's gonna be very hard. You're gonna be on the internet like super super tough. It's like there's no brain like you can just go and say, "Yep, I want that. Yes, I want that. Yes, I want that." It's like no, because you can literally pick up the CPU. It says Intel. It's gonna say some numbers on it, and it's gonna be like, "Yeah, you got it." You literally have to look at your motherboard box and make sure it's compatible, and then if you want to overclock it, which overclock is kind of like dead now because
Really?
everything, yeah, it's kind of everything kind of advanced now. Your computer will do everything on its own. If it has good conductors, good silicone, good soldering, and they put everything on it, it's just gonna do it. So the minute you fire it up, it's gonna be like, hey, computer's gonna not gonna tell you, the computer's gonna tell itself like, hey man, um, we running at 3.5. We can go to 4.1 gigahertz, right? Computer said, yeah, yeah, do it. Okay. Hey,
Because I remember back in the early '90s,
hmm
we had we had a dedicated gaming computer from a friend of mine who owned a company, who owned a computer company, and we decided to play with it and overclock it, and we
hmm
melted the shit out of the inside.
yeah, them days are long gone. First of all, there's so many fail safes, and then now that literally like a kid can put it together, like literally a kid. They can have if they know water and electronics don't miss, and they know anything about electricity, and they know about shorting out, a kid can put it together. It's mostly like adult Legos right now. So if you have
Oh,
common sense a little bit and
Perfect for me.
reading is fundamental, your manual will tell you everything you need to know about your motherboard. You can't mess it up. You literally cannot mess it up. And like I said, it's just it's fun for me. It's fun. If I literally had like 5, 6, 7 computers to build, yeah, I'll probably be more great than I am now. Probably a little bit more stressful than now. But do I say it's fun? I think it's fun. So
well, let
I
me
built
ask you a
like
question.
5 in the last year.
Let me ask you a question. With PS5 that just came out, and the new Xbox that's coming out, and all that, with the advanced technology in those, because they're saying that the PS5 is one of the fastest machines out there now.
Yeah.
Is that going to start to set back people on PCs?
No, people on PCs, they already began to accept it. Like you had some people like back to you can just roll back 10, 15, almost 10, 15 years ago. If you wanted to say, okay, this is 2000 and what? Say PS3 came out what 2005, 2006.
Okay.
Say you like
Yeah, somewhere
okay,
around there.
you you like okay, I want to play PS3 games on the PC. You're like okay, how much? What I need? Oh, the motherboard right here. Your case is right here. PS3 when it first came out, I remember it was $600. You literally could have went and bought graphics card, power supply, motherboard, CPU, RAM, damn near almost close equal to how much you was gonna pay for a PS3. So the price point would have been like 4 to 600. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on if you catch it in time and you know exactly if you pinpoint exactly what you want to do with your PC. You was able to get a PS3 without paying PS3 prices. But right now, it's like you got graphics cards that's about the same price as the PS5. Even when they were scalping, seriously, you got graphics cards the same price. So people weigh the option. It's like I want this graphics card to play on my PC. Like I really want this. Like, can I get it to play on the PC? Like, I want it. And you go to the store, it's like, okay, cool. I got this graphics card. How much it costs? $800. PS5 only costs $500. Scout, 6, 7, 8. You know, sometimes was 9. Some people was paying 1,000.
And
So
that's
it
a
was
whole system.
Some are
exactly
paying $1,300 for the system.
right. And so people look at it like,
So
well, okay. And then you looking at now, like 2 graphics cards in the last week just dropped. They weak. When I say they weak, they are super weak. I mean, they got the 3050 that just dropped last week. It's like a shell of it's such a shell of my 3060 Ti. It's a shame because it's only have 8 gigs of RAM, and it's basically it's a cut down minimum, and it's like 450. It's technically supposed to be a $250 graphics card, but it's 450. You can go on Micro Center, you can go anywhere Newegg. It's 450.
Why so much?
It's so much because the crazy part about it is if they know regular people are not gonna really buy this thing and they're gonna probably gonna be crypto miners. So it was like any graphics card that was coming out basically was for crypto miners for the last 2 years. It's not for the regular people. Nvidia or AMD did not care.
So they're jacking the price because they have a specific audience.
Oh yeah. They want to say they for gamers, but it's not. It's really for crypto miners because if you ever look back, and I can tell you right now, you want to know what really turned the world heads? Just type in 2080 Nvidia 2080 Ti. You type that in. You seen when that when did it come out and how much it costs? I can't remember the specific date or the year as of right now, not off the top of my head. But that particular graphics card was the very first graphics card that came out for a long time for $1,000, and this is for the embargoes. Like we had like embargoes on this stuff, so it's like that's why they're trying to say the prices went up again, because when Donald Trump got out of office, embargoes was lifted, so they had to pay tariffs on anything they sent over here. So that's why they said, oh, okay, that's why we're gonna go up in prices to cover that cap that we had to pay. If we had to pay an extra $200 for each unit, or extra $50 or $25 for each unit, and they sending over thousands over here, thousands. And you know what I'm saying? You have like 15, probably 20 different companies that make these. Like, they just make the PCB in one spot. They make all the other components in one spot, and then they ship it to all over, the world, to all these different the air cooler companies.
Right.
So it's just crazy, man. It's so crazy that that it's wild, man. It's real wild. So that's why I would say for anybody now, if you are a AAA game player, like there's so many games coming out this year that's gonna be AAA, and they're gonna push everything to the max. It's like if your computer is not running it, it's just not gonna run it, and you're gonna be disappointed. So most people that know that's how they are. They're gonna be playing a lot of AAA games. They're just gonna go to Xbox, Switch, and PlayStation 5, and that's just what it's gonna be. If they smart, which most of them are, and that's what they some people just they literally like wash their hand through in the towels, like I'm done with PC. It was like because of that, and it's gonna be a while till they actually hit it. But the difference between real bad. It's like it's gonna be wild, man. Okay, there we go.
because I actually have a question, if it'll behave. D, can you hear me well enough?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
That's
Kinda
my
remind
real
me of the old
question.
days.
Okay. I'll have a question when the hum goes. Ooh. That's loud. Lots of difficulties this this episode. Woo, woo. Nope, still there. Well, while he's working on that, my question for you is because I don't know because I don't play with computers enough. Because you were talking about crypto miners.
Right.
Can you do that on a gaming computer, or do you need separate components to be able to do both? And say on a crypto mining computer, can you game? Can you do vice versa on those?
So it's so crazy and cool now. You can do both. Don't really matter. I have this right here.
You don't.
I
It
play
doesn't
on
matter. Any
don't
rig will
matter.
work.
Any rig will work. Depends on what graphics card. Anyway, I have two of them right now. This is one of them, and that crypto mine. So that's a 3090 in that one. And so it's crazy. You could do that. And like if you was doing it back in 2018 and you did it almost up to now, you would have got some pretty much decent coin. You know, depends on what part of the US or really what part of the world you at. You know, you would have got
Right.
some decent coin because you know you gotta look at your electricity cost. I'm not gonna lie, did my electricity costs go up? Yes, it did. I did see the difference between before and after. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it does go up. Depends on where you at and everything, but not that big. Depends on where you're at. Like I think we only pay here in Michigan 13 cent kilowatts for each kilowatt. So
That's not terrible.
no, it's not terrible at all. So you just look at it like that, and yeah, it's something. Like I said, it's just. But like I said, for somebody that want to get into PC, to have a PC to play, like if you're playing old games and you play like games that's like 3 or 4 years older than when that PC came out, production. If you buy it pre-built, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. Like I said, you got a lot of boutiques now that does real good job, and they make your. I'm so upset because for anybody that want to buy a PC right now, compared to when I really wanted to buy a PC, like I wanted my PC back in the day to look somewhat like this, and it was like if you wasn't getting it, buying it on your own, you couldn't really go to a site like Newegg or NXTZ, Origin, Corsair. They wasn't doing PCs like this. Like you really, they wasn't doing them like that. They doing them now like this, and they costing a pretty decent price. And they're like actual
Right.
customization. Like I would say, like if y'all remember Alienware, and if
Yeah.
anybody ever watched it, they remember
Yes.
Alienware. Alienware was like, if you want the best of the best, and you want your computer doing whatever, what it looks sweet and make it unique to your own. You know what I'm saying? That was the only site that was kind of like that was like known for this having the best. Now there's there's like 10 good sites like that now, but it's like plenty more that do that now. You know, you could just type in custom made.
They have competition now.
Yeah, oh yeah, they got competition now. But like I said, that whole thing is they still caught on. Like if you like, you be like, okay, I'm gonna throw a junk processor, junk motherboard, junk. I don't even want fans. I want regular old crappy fans. Matter of fact, just give me whatever case comes with. I want junk power supply. So I want that I want that 2000 1500 graphics card. And they be like, okay, cool, that's what you want. $3,000. You're gonna be like, wait a minute, but I put all this junk into here and I can't.
Yeah.
I still gotta pay almost $3,000. hmm Yep.
All
And
for
once
that
they
one
found
card.
all for the cause of the
Wow.
card. Yeah.
Welcome to the Ballers Club, right?
Yeah. You gotta pay to play for real. And that's like that's crazy. It's crazy that it came to stuff like that.
I don't know.
You know. But and like I said, there's like
Because
a couple good sites.
just getting a PS. I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead. It's like
I was just gonna say, just paying $3,000 is just mind blowing. Considering I finally found a PS5 that was 850. My wallet cried. I can't imagine paying that much to game, but I'm
yeah,
sure.
yes. It's mostly, main word, inflation, you know what I'm saying? And these companies being greedy.
Sure.
And
Oh yeah.
if they the only ones out here that's doing it, what what are you gonna do? You're not gonna buy it, then that means you're not gonna play on PC. You're gonna have to do something else. And that's basically what it is. But look, they don't they don't care because it's business. It's all business to them. And from business man to anybody else, you understand like business is business, but at a certain point,
Always.
you gotta be looking at your real customer. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to work for a couple private businesses, and I still work for a private business right now, and it's like you know he hated that he had to go up on his prices, but he had to. He had no other choice because if he didn't go up on
Right.
his price, he'll get choked. He'll get choked out in his other competition. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yep.
every other week or other month, he's always getting trying to get bought out. Like people always trying to buy him out. Like you don't want to do this no more. How long you been doing? You doing this for like 50, 60 years. You don't want to do this no more. I'll buy it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, I'm still want to do this because I'm still able to do it. So that's just on a small business scale. So can you imagine a big corporation like AMT and Nvidia when they got all these stockholders and they got all these executives and they got all this overhead to pay and they look at the common person like you're gonna we can make 1,000 of these with maybe 70, 90% like plus like they know maybe know out of that set like out of the 1,000 they maybe know probably like 20 or 30 of them might have some hiccups in them, might have some defects in them, so that'd be coming back. But you gotta look at it like if normal people are buying them, yeah, like yeah, okay, 1,000 people want to buy them, okay. Once 1,000 people bought them, who else is gonna buy them? You know what I'm saying? They really only making stuff
Right.
and making everything as just enough. They're always gonna make just enough. Overflow and stuff always being in stock and always being available, them days are long gone. And that's just the
Oh
just
yeah.
so it's like you gotta that's one thing you're gonna have to deal with. And they looked at the crypto miners as like, think about it. Okay, we could trickle in this $200-300 that we might get every once in a while. Because remember, they already got their money from whoever bought them. You know what I'm saying? If I say they want
Right.
2,000, these people over here
Right.
say they want 5, whatever. You know what I'm saying? People already put their orders in. You know what I'm saying? But then you know what I'm saying? They got to wait for they get overhead and get their overhead. But somebody like say I call, say yo man, how many graphics cards y'all got? Oh, we got about like 60, 80, 100, 150 ready to go right now. How much you want for all of that? They be like, what you mean? How much you want for all of them? You want to buy them all? Yeah. Okay. 200K. Here. That was kind of quick. Money right there. That was real
Right.
easy. You know what I'm saying? That's a no-brainer. Okay, this guy really want to buy all my stock. Okay, cool. It's like when you run in a warehouse, you You never want to see an overabundance of stuff that's not being moved. Don't
Right.
want it to always to stay empty, but you never wanted to see stuff move. So that's basically how it's going with these companies. And so for the most part, people know. So that's why I said like, if you want a computer just to do everyday thing, go to the website, go to Amazon, go wherever you want to go to, and pick out you a good one. When you want to say gaming, you better look at your price point. It's going to be starting off at like 1800 easy, just like that. Don't even anything lower than that. You're not going to be doing too much gaming unless you're doing old games. And then if you like, well, I do a lot of retro games. Well, you don't even need a PC for that. You know what I'm saying? You really don't need a PC for that. You can go pick you up a Raspberry Pi, a PlayStation,
Yeah,
a
a little
PlayStation
emulator box.
TV. Yeah, you can get you a little emulator box and you good. You don't need no PC for that. You know,
No.
and yeah, it's like man, that it's really crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, I could really remember when I used to look at laptops and I used to look at like buying computers. I'd be like, oh my god, 900, 800, $1,000, $1,500. That's a lot. I'm not spending that because I was justified
Right.
in it. I didn't have to really get it because if I wasn't doing like actually typing, surfing on internet, because you can literally surf on the internet on your phone. You don't need a PC if you actually need to type out programs and do other things on it. Like you don't need to spend that much. Now, like I had a PS3, PS4, so it's like, what's the point of spending that much? I didn't have to spend that much to play video games. It's like $300, $400. That's no brainer. Let's get it done and over with. Any new game is gonna come out. It's gonna either gonna come out for Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo. It's gonna come out for any of
Right.
them three. So you're gonna win. You're gonna win on that. And that's the whole thing. Like they would go to Nintendo and they would go to PlayStation and Xbox, and they try to run that game. Like, yeah, we're gonna up the price on it, and all three of them companies like, no, if this is the price we're gonna set it for, this is what it's gonna be. But you could really no, this is the price. This is what it's gonna be. You know, and the thing about with PC is back in the day, you could have a PC for like 5 or 6 years, 10 years tops before you be like, okay, throw it to the wayside. I didn't use all I could use out of it. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we on different other things now. Okay, whatever. Them days are gone. It's like I spent about uh like I said, almost $2, $3, $4,000 on my setup. It's only
Well,
been a
I,
year.
I ran a computer. I ran a computer distribution company for several years, for about a decade, and most of what we did was, as it became close to obsolete, we'd swap out the pieces.
Right.
So we went from the 5.5 or the 5.25 to 3.5 inch floppies. We changed out the floppy drives and and that, and then it was the CDs, CD-ROMs, and CDRWs,
Hmm.
and a lot of parts were swapped out and reintegrated into the old computer that you had. You could update it to a point, but then it got to the point where now you needed 8 gigs of RAM instead of 8 megs of RAM, and you were screwed.
Exactly. Exactly. Now imagine that time frame then sped up like a year, two, like literally 2 years. Look at it like right now. When I built my PC, it was the bomb 2020. It would be a bomb in 2021. It's 2022. Still somewhat the bomb by 2024.
Holding on by fingernails at that point.
Yeah, it's basically gonna be holding on by fingernails because by 2024, gotta use Windows 10. I mean Windows 11. I'm sorry, Windows
What?
11. Yeah,
No,
gotta use
no,
Windows.
I refuse.
Yeah,
I'm just getting used to Windows 10.
hey, you and me both, bro. You and me, bro. And it's just that's something have to happen. And then hopefully they still have bugs. But we're gonna be on new versions of Ryzen, new versions of
So
Intel.
I know
Um,
we're running short on time, but I wanted to ask you a question that's been bugging me for a while now.
yeah.
I I inherited my dad's laptop when he passed, and I was hoping to get it upgraded to something that's usable.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it's running on Windows Vista,
Mm-hmm.
and is it possible to upgrade a laptop, or do you have to trash it and get a whole new one?
Well, that depends because I'm rolling back here because uh this laptop came with Windows Vista.
Mhm.
This laptop, uh, yeah, it's old. Uh,
You don't hear much from HTC anymore.
it's not even. That's the thing. That's just a sticker. It's not even HTC. This it's even more of a relic.
Oh,
This
okay.
is this is a HP, my brother.
I love HP.
Hey,
I'm
I'm
running
Yeah.
one
on
right now.
HP.
Mm-hmm.
I'm using
Like I
Dell
say,
right now, but my all-in-one's HP.
yeah. This was I kill laptops because this is when this is like the second one I bought. And I used to do a lot of downloading from BitTorrents and stuff like that. So yeah, this one got killed. It got really, really, really killed. But this was my jam, man. Like this was like it had Vista. It had Vista on it, and Vista was giving me such a problem with this. I talked to Nate, which is my buddy Nate,
Right.
and I was like, what can I do with this? He looked at it, looked at the RAM, he looked at what I had. He was like, yeah, I get you Windows 7 on there. I like, I can get Windows 7? He said, yeah, you can get Windows 7. Pop Windows 7 on there, no problems. Because Vista was such a headache. Oh my God, I couldn't stand Vista. Because I
And
love
this
SP.
this I got in 2013. I inherited it from him. It's got Windows Vista Office,
Yeah,
and it's slow. It's
meh.
slow. Other way, it works fine. It's
Hmm.
just slow.
Yeah, because could be processor probably need to be rethermal if you can rethermal it, which I haven't rethermal laptop, which I don't even know that's possible anymore. It could be, I don't know. Don't get me wrong on that one, but you could probably toss in 7, wipe out Windows and get it back on the road again. You might get a little life out of there for just keep it up on the nostalgia. Like I would highly recommend that you never go on the internet with it. I would say I would use it for like if you're doing like DJ parties or something, or you need
See, I
something to
use it
stream
right
music.
now. Right now, I use it as a backup editor for my videos
Yeah,
to edit
per
my videos and upload them to YouTube and shit.
yeah,
That's
perfect,
that's basically what I use it for.
perfect for that. And yeah, with that one, I think it probably, hopefully, I think it should have came around the same time where they have like what you were saying, you can actually get a graphics card like mine and get an adapter and you can toss it on there and help you out with your editing on there, so you don't have to worry about making that thing explode. But yeah, you can toss another one on. You might be enough for it to get 10 on it. So you might get away with that and make your life even more easier. Because I don't know how you're gonna get 7 legally. Get it
I'm crossing
illegally.
my fingers I can get 10 on it. The one in my living
Uh,
room has 8. I just haven't felt like upgrading it yet.
yeah, I would say I say I wouldn't recommend connecting it to the internet. Like there's so many websites. I can give you a website where I got all my copies of Windows. I would never, never, ever again pay full price for Windows. I'm so sorry. I
See,
can't do it.
okay, so this computer has 10. The one in my living room has 8. The one in my bedroom has Vista Office. And the two with 8 and Vista run about the same speed. They're slow loading.
Hmm.
This one I need an updated graphics card in order to do what I want to do.
Yeah, you can buy that
But
adapter and toss it on there. You'd be
yeah,
fine. Yeah,
but the rest of them, you're saying that it's possible they could be salvaged for another couple of years.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes if the specs is only real good. What you would do on your good computer, not on the actual computers, because like I said, I still do not recommend connecting them to the internet. You look up the specs, what you need for Windows 10, and see if the computers checked out. If they check out, you got enough RAM, you got enough processor speed, and hey, there you go. It's gonna be kind of hard to get more RAM for them if they need RAM because it's so old that they're not in production no more. If you do try to buy them, they might be high as giraffe. It's just gonna be high. It's
Well,
gonna be high if you need RAM.
know my dad. It's either an HP or a Dell. I have to go and look.
Okay.
And knowing that, I'm hoping it's going to be, I want to keep it around for a little bit longer.
Yeah, yeah. You just go ahead and check it out. Look at the specs on it, man. Yeah,
Oh,
you
for
can probably
sure.
salvage it. Yeah, you can probably salvage it. Mostly every computer is salvageable. Even the one I just tossed, it's somewhat salvageable. Somewhat, if I can actually get it to actually come on again. I stripped it for parts and did other things with it. If it turns on, it's by the man upstairs. It wasn't by me. I didn't. I just pressed the button. He was like, "Let there be light." So that's all I can say to that. But yeah, computers. If you want to, if you, wa- I break it down like this. Back to the original question: if you all you're paying is AAA games, you want to play the newest AAA games, buy your console, save yourself the hassle, put the money in the old hip national bank, and you good. Which most people already caught on to. They're doing it. Is it fun to build your own PC? Yes, because you guys actually look at it like that's something I did. I did that.
Is
I'm
it
awesome.
stressful?
I think
Is it
you and I are
stressful?
gonna get
Absolutely.
together and build me a laptop.
A
Oh yeah, I
laptop.
could tell. I can't build a laptop, but I can tell you which one to pick out, which one would be awesome. I can't build. You can't build laptops
I think
as of
that
yet. As of
here,
yet, I mean,
here in a
they
couple
got
months,
modular.
I think I think you and I are gonna talk about it, so I can have a really fun one to do this with every weekend.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, we got to switch.
This one's outdated, and I can tell.
Okay.
Yep.
We got to switch. We
Okay.
got some Destiny information that's got to get out there.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Uh,
For
Destiny
sure.
came out with a twab this week about the Witch Queen and the changes that are coming.
Hmm.
And one of the big changes is the Vanguard Strike playlist is now going to be called Vanguard Ops. And it's going to include several, but not all, of the battlegrounds. It's going
Okay.
to include the Behemoth from Nessus, the Oracle from Nessus, Hailstorm from Europa, and Foothill from the Cosmodrome.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
and they're giving it the original vanilla coverage so that there are no champions, because otherwise it would make it longer to play than normal strikes, and they want to keep it all about the same.
Okay. Okay. I
So
see where
there's
they're
not
going.
And that's a
yeah,
smart thing.
Yeah.
now Vanguard is also changing their reputation, the way they're doing their reputation. So with the Witch Queen, they tweaked it so that you get more reputation gain from from the normal avenue. So they say what it's going to do is it's going to make each player should be able to increase their reputation gain by twice as much. By 2 times, they should be able to gain their reputation 2 times faster, and even more if you play the higher levels, which are hero and above. And what they said is
Okay.
they're giving you more credit for streaks and certain kills and the whole shebang.
Okay.
Um, Something that D would be interested in. They have confirmed they are going to revamp Gambit for the Witch Queen, but they have not released any details yet.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm the Gambit. Man, I'm going prestige again. I'm gonna have Georgian 3.3. Next season for sure. I did it
Nightfall,
twice. Gonna do
Nightfall
it
has
again.
new style burn. Nightfall has a new style burn.
Is it stasis?
No, it's called acute.
Really?
Acute.
Yep. It says it will increase. This is one of those. You know when you go into the nightfall and it gives you specific burns for specific nightfalls.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Yeah.
it's going to increase the player damage taken by 50%. It's going to increase the player damage taken by 50%, and increase the player damage output by 25%. So I'm not sure how that's going to even out, but they say it will.
Well, yeah, that's going. It's going to be more in-game kind of content. It's going to make people want to play that, and you want to get up there and get that gear. You're gonna have to do them nightfalls, baby. You know
Well,
how them nightfalls you was able to run through them.
see that? Yeah, well,
So
see that's the other thing. They said they're
Well,
also
used to. We.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, used to Nightfall was the thing. If you wanted some good gear, that's where you had to go. So
Yep.
I think that's kind of nice to bring in that and making them relevant again.
Well,
Mhm.
the other
My
thing
take.
with Nightfalls is they're also going to have add some more modifiers,
Okay.
specifically for glaive and void usage. Now, glaive is if I'm not mistaken, is that new weapon that's coming out that looks like a spear, but it shoots as well.
Okay. Okay.
So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
it says these modifiers will be put into weekly modifying rotation. They're only found in hero difficulty and above. So if you want to get some extras, damage with your glaive, hitting hero, which is I believe that's the one just above normal, so that you don't have the equipment lockouts and shit, but you still have the advanced difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
To do that, and you'll be able to activate those modifiers.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
The lost. All right, now the lost sectors. The lost sector challenge that comes out every day. You got one that's legend and one that's master difficulty, and you get specific armaments from them.
Yep.
They are revamping that so that it's no longer
Okay.
two different lost sectors. So you go to the same lost sector. It's just like you do for either one of them. When you pop the menu to choose legend, you'll be given the option of legend or master. And
Okay.
each day that'll rotate. So it's no longer two different ones. It's all in the same place.
Cool. I like that a lot better.
Okay.
Cause I did lost sectors. I'm like, okay, this is a master. No, it's not. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man. Okay, that makes it
So
easier.
so no more going to the maps and selecting them and all that. They've made it easier.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, you still have to
Correct.
go to the map and find the one that's highlighted for that day.
That is,
Right.
but you just pick it and then can just select which difficulty.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
They could-
and
they
and
catching
the
on.
last thing I have is, you remember about a month ago, they changed Crucible respawn times and made them longer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, which
Apparently
has
they
been
got a lot
terrible.
of feedback on that, and they have returned it back to normal.
Good.
Yeah. I knew
Finally.
that was gonna come back. I knew that was gonna come back. Like, what the heck is they thinking about right here?
Yeah. That made no sense to me. They make your super time dependent on the strength of your super, and then they make your respawn even longer, which means that, but they don't increase the gameplay time,
Mm-hmm.
so you can't do what you used to do.
Right. It's-
Unless
it's-
you're,
it's- It's gonna be a
Unless
big
you're-
change.
yeah. Well, all that's coming in the Witch Queen itself. Now they
Okay.
have announced some additional work and adjustments that they're going to do, but they're not going to come until after season 16. So when they
Okay.
start to come closer, we'll discuss those in more, in more detail.
Okay. All right.
But, dude,
Sweet.
my question to
Now
you
we.
is,
Mhm.
because I told you I had a question during this last segment.
Okay.
I noticed you've been creeping around PlayStation lately, or
Yeah.
been creeping around Destiny.
Yeah.
Did you recruit someone by any chance?
Yes, that's my brother.
Okay, I
No
was wondering because
way.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you and I'm going, well, he's like a 290 or a 260, and this guy he's with is a 6. What the hell is going on?
Yeah, that's my brother. He has his PC. He played Warframe a lot, and Destiny is free to play. So he was like, he's like, I'm gonna give it a shot. And I was like, well, I'm the man on here, man. I'm like, if you need anything, man, just, holler at your bro, and I got you. So he's
Right.
like, oh, he's like, all right, cool. And so yeah, I was helping him out doing stuff, and I sent him a clan invite and help him along get his process. He was on earlier today, but I was taking a break because I was playing Cyberpunk for like 8 hours almost.
Yeah,
So
I noticed that.
so I was like, oh, yeah, I can't get on right now. I'm like, I'm just gonna relax, watch some anime, and gonna chill out for a bit. And like I said, once I get through with this, I'm gonna go to the grocery store, get some groceries, and yeah, man, it's like yeah, I want to help him out, because he's really strapped for the cash. So I told him I was like, don't worry about all that, saying if anything
Now,
special come out.
is he your older or younger brother?
Um, older. Oh no, I'm sorry, younger. I've been knowing him since I was like 8 years old. And so yeah, we've been playing. He used to come over here. We used to play video games for the weekend. Him with his other two brothers. We used to just come over. They just play video games, and that's all we used to do. Like Saturday morning, saying that was us playing video game, Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct. And then you can think about we watching cartoons, and I'm eating cereal. They looked at me like I was crazy because it would be like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They're like, "What the heck are you doing?" I got a big bowl of cereal, and I'm just like, "Hey." Whenever it's my turn, pass me the controller. They like, what? They like, how is you able to do that? Like, my mom don't
Dude,
care.
you're a gamer who smokes. If you don't eat cereal in the afternoon, there's something wrong.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, I was there. I was like your boy off of Friday. I had the big bowl. That's what used to really crack them up. I used to have the big bowl, like the biggest bowl you can get in the house, and I'm literally like all the cereal, man.
You just.
Milk, all the milk, and I'm literally right there mashing on it, and they like, man, are you serious? And they be like, and then they thought it was done. They was looking like what they see 11, 12 o'clock at night. Cereal, milk. They
Start
like,
again.
they're like, what? I like, hey man, pops and smacks, man, tricks are for kids. I love them. I eat them all. Captain Crunch,
Heck
I'm on
yeah.
it. Crunch berries, I'm with it.
Oh, I'm about some
You know
Captain
what I'm saying?
Crunch.
Oh
Now,
man, we
D, now that
could.
now that you're leading him through that, now that you're playing Cyberpunk 77,
Hmm.
are you gonna go back to streaming once a week?
Um, yeah, I'll probably go back to streaming once a week. Um, Only because it was fun. It was really fun. That's the only reason why I was streaming. But I'm gonna try to find a way to record it, and I got a little bit more space now to play around with. I'm trying to pull the trigger and getting this 18 terabytes so I can start, archiving some of this stuff because we had a couple golden moments playing, and I like, man, this would have been awesome if I would have recorded this. And you know what I'm saying? I know I got the gear to record it, as y'all can see, like it comes out beautiful. It's just that sometimes I can get all you guys come up awesome. Like everybody can hear you totally clear. Like it comes to me, you see me, but it's like I'm a silent movie. It's like I'm talking, but nobody understands what I'm saying because they can't hear me for some reason. So that's the
Would have
main
been nice
thing.
would have been nice to stream the last Vault of Glass, where the last clan
Oh,
member got the Vex.
yes, that would have been awesome, man. And the thing about it, see, Nvidia has instant replay record. I didn't think about it. Like I could have recorded that, you know what I'm saying, and gave it to you guys, and y'all could have posted it and everything, because that was pretty awesome. Because it's like I'm glad, because y'all done did that race so many times. Y'all literally are professionals, and it's like I have a whole lot of faith in you guys. A whole lot of faith.
Good, because
Y'all guys are awesome.
the next challenge is the catalyst.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna say we gotta get the catalyst for everybody now.
Yeah. Now we got to get the catalyst. Now we got to get the catalyst. Now, so that's how teams work. That's how teams work. Say we're a team. That's how we work. Everybody get it. Then we keep on moving. We
Absolutely.
keep on pushing. Like I said, hope to God we can get y'all guys that 1K, so y'all can actually have some fun with that and go through the
Eh,
troubles I'll be going through with it. Y'all want it? You want it? Okay, go and get it.
I got some interesting news for you about that.
Uh huh.
You don't need it.
You don't. You don't.
And the interesting news is our solo specialist
Uh huh.
soloed it and hit 1.7 million damage by himself.
Yeah.
Without it.
I told you guys. I said you really don't need it. I like it's like you really don't
No.
need it's a powerful gun. Like, don't get me wrong, it's really powerful. But they the beginning of I want to say beginning of this new season that has started, they buffed it. They buffed the sleeper. They buffed the heck out the sleeper. So I was like, you do a hell of a lot more damage with the sleeper. So much damage with the sleeper. But me, I'm lazy. I ain't trying to mess around with that sleeper all the goddamn time. I'm going to use the 1K. I use 1K in Gambit. I use 1K. I use 1K in everything now. But it took me a while to even want to use 1K, because, like I said, it's still a double-edged sword. Because all it takes is one person to walk in front of you, you're dead. It takes an enemy to be in front of you, you're dead.
So
it's like
it's like a rocket launcher.
it's like a rocket launcher. You gotta respect it,
Oh
and you gotta
god.
treat it as such. That's why y'all used to always see me in front of you guys or in back of you guys. I was never trying to, or you'll see me always kneel down or something, because I'm trying not to be in y'all way. Because I'm like, eventually they're gonna get this gun, they're gonna use this gun, so it's like I gotta get used to it. But yeah, man, it's like the gun is awesome. Like I said, it's just awesome. Yeah, like I said, it does more damage than the sleeper. About the same, if anything. The sleeper is more, because once you get the catalyst and everything, it gives off the extra perk, and it's so easy. And particle deconstruction, which, like I said, next year I'm gonna miss. RIP particle deconstruction. I'm gonna miss you. It was the best fun I ever had. I thought I always have fun with swords. Particle deconstruction was awesome with focus and lens. It's totally wicked. Next season we're gonna have to switch over to snipers and one
And,
more trace rifles, snipers and trace. I think they're gonna go with next season. So
and I
yeah,
heard that they're changing.
Hey, game over, baby.
I heard they're changing the overload to auto rifles and submachine guns.
okay, that ain't bad. That's kind of taking me back to GOS a little bit there, because
All right.
GOS was kind of like that. hmm But yeah, it's gonna be
Well,
awesome, man. Like I said, get
I
y'all
would
black
still
friends.
like to
Get
do
y'all black.
that sometime.
Oh yeah, for sure. I still have you.
Oh,
Yeah, for
take
sure.
take us
Man.
all. Take us all. Dude, take us all.
Yeah, take all of you. I don't know about that one. I mean, we'll run through it. We'll run through it real kind of quick. Cause I mean, if y'all want to do the gun quest, that's. Ooh, I don't know if I got enough time to teach you all that. But once you get through it a couple
I
times, it's really easy.
I say take.
Like
I say take.
you went all the way past the baseball field, so it was like you did the gambit part of it, PJ. So you pretty much did everything up to that.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
Yeah,
say,
you
I
just
I've-
say
don't know
take one
eyes
person.
and a couple of things.
I
I
did
say
most
take one
of
person
most of
in.
the stuff.
Yeah.
I say take one person in, bring them through the gun thing all the way to the end, and have everybody pop out, and everybody who needs a gun come in and do the last part.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That could work too. That kind of could work. Yeah. Cause that's why I think I got it for Nero,
Oh yeah.
and he was like, "Did you do all this?" No. Like, this is new. He's like, really? He's like, how did you get the gun there? I said, oh, I was spamming it. I kept doing it until I found the team that actually got it done. And
Oh.
when it got finished, it was like I saw the divinity come down, and I was like, y'all gotta do the divinity quest? They said, yeah. I'm like, oh, sweet, wicked. I was like, I'm getting my jacket. I got the divinity. I'm like, yeah. I said, what happened? They said, everybody kept leaving. We stayed. So, it is what it is. I didn't have to do none of that stuff. PJ knows what I'm talking about. I didn't have to do none of that stuff. But I did it so many times. Like I say, I did it
I
with,
do. I'm
I did it
trying.
with,
I
I did it with Nate. I took Nate through it. I was trying to take Liquid through it, but he didn't have enough time. Took K through it. K and PJ through it. PJ got all the way up to the end, so it was like
I was
yeah.
almost through it with you. Yeah, I was gonna say. Besides the little hiccups,
Oh
those
yeah,
guys, man.
oh yeah. Like I
Okay,
said, if you
Wow.
had a better
so
partner, you would have got it, man.
They
If you
were
had a better
rough.
partner, yeah.
I was
all
trying to
right,
see
so
on
we
the
just
app if I could show my quests, but
all right, so we just passed the hour. Time to wrap it
Okay,
up.
okay, all
yeah.
right.
D, where can they find you on Twitch?
You can find me on Twitch as DWild99. You can find me on YouTube
Oh
um,
yeah.
as Mugen and Jin, or D Anthony, or D
Good
Wild
show.
Anthony. You can find me on Discord under D Wild slash Sly. Some numbers behind there, but if you look it up, you'll see me. You can find me on what else? Uh, Dark Ice 85 on I believe Instagram or Twitch. Yeah, it's Dark Ice 85 on both of them. So
And in
yeah,
Destiny?
Destiny. You can find me as X Smiley Face Dot Eyes D Wild or just D Wild X D Wild. Yes, I'm on there. Some numbers behind that too, but I'm kind of glad now this we actually have prioritized numbers now. So I need to start remembering that now. Our hashtag numbers. So that's pretty awesome. Y'all just don't understand the headache it was a year ago. Oh my God, we had like a string of numbers that was like 15 long, and it was always randomized. It was like sending somebody a request to somebody. Man. Whew. I'm so glad that's cross platform now, and we got prioritized, hashtags.
Forget it.
Yeah, forget it. I love it. I got to start remembering that hashtag on there. But yeah, because I'm not on Cyberpunk, I'm always on Destiny with these guys. So y'all, we always willing to help out. And I don't remember all the quests. Can't tell you all the quests, but I can get you through all the quests if you need help.
I know that. I can vouch for that. He can do that.
Yeah, yeah. Don't ask me
Really
what
can
needs to
do
be done,
that.
but I can get you through there. If you want to do it, Hawk Moon Prestige, anything, I got you. I'll help you out. I'll make sure you get it done. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm about. You need a help with a title, I got you with that too. I kill all the mans. It's in our clan. We kill all the mans, and that's what I
That's
do.
it. PJ, how about you?
Can find me on Discord, PlayStation Network, and Instagram, Pepperjack615. I think that's it. And then, of course, our YouTube is CH Entertainment. So
Right? Yeah. CH Network Entertainment for our live stream talk. We have a gaming channel and a reviews channel, all linked on the main channel, this main channel. We have Twitch at CH Gaming.
Mhm.
We have Discord. You can find me at CardCon1 hashtag. I have no idea. You can catch me on PlayStation at CardCon1 and Twitter at remind me again, PJ, since you are
it's
master Twitter.
our Twitter handle. Yeah, we have a Twitter now. It is at CH_network1.
And all that information will be listed in the description down below. As always, thank you for watching and have a great week.
Peace out.